Hey, and thank you for clicking play. Something very different. Today, I would have shared with you guys quite a while ago that I got this shortly after Christmas, bought it myself, the remake of the Galaxy Explorer as part of Lego's 90 Years of Play. And I just want to start this video by thanking Retro Recipes, aka The Retro Show, aka Christian, aka Perifractic, and also Lady Fractic, for making me aware that this even existed. I would not have had a clue that this even existed. And it was on one of their episodes. So link to their channel if you're not familiar with it. I don't know what rock you've been hiding under. Seriously, part of my lifestyle now is usually a Sunday morning for me. I will watch that show whilst I have my Sunday morning breakfast. If I miss it Sunday morning, then maybe it's sort of, lunchtime Sunday sometimes. But generally, it's just part of my routine now, because even though it's all retro and about computers, computer games, Christians seem to have a very similar journey to my own, trying to recreate the nostalgia of, recreate through nostalgia the things of his past and the systems and the games that he had, and then segueing into things like Lego and all of that. And just really good, wholesome family fun. Great show. Check it out. Yeah, absolutely awesome. And very inspirational, in fact. So, oh, and if you didn't know, he was also an extra in Star Wars Episode 2. So there you go. But yeah, really glad that this is a thing and that I have one. Now, I'd never had the original Galaxy Explorer growing up, and Lego isn't something I planned on segueing into, because let's face it, this hobby is expensive enough as it is. It's also not my only hobby as well. But this was just too awesome to pass up, because this is an example of something that I always wanted and never actually got my hands on. I did have a ton of space Lego though. My eldest sister, bless her, every time she came back from, because she used to work over abroad, she would always bring me a space Lego kit home as a gift, and birthdays, Christmases, always space Lego. So I can't remember them all, and I'll put pictures up in the corner, and hopefully I'll avoid copyright infringements by doing that. But some of the smaller ships, the smaller fighters, I had those. Can't remember the numbers, so look out for the photos that I'm putting up now. Some of the smaller buggies and articulated missile launchers. I think the very first set I actually got was this moon base or moonscape with this sort of small moon base on it with a sort of rocket/satellite launcher set up on it. I later got an even bigger moon base set up with these. I seem to remember it had these things, or maybe that was one of the optional builds, these sort of metal detector arms that would sweep out. Really cool. I had so much space Lego, absolutely tons. So I never got a big Galaxy Explorer ship, but I did get one of the, what I would call a freight ship. So a big white ship, and you opened up the back and this little cargo container could drop out, and usually you got an extra couple of figures or an extra like a black moon buggy and stuff like that to go with these. And also the big, so this particular one, this one of the last kits I would have got, it was like a really big sort of off-road moon buggy with articulated wheels, lots of Technic Lego bits in this build, with a big rocket launcher on the back. That was a fantastic one, but never had this, and always wanted one of the originals, and now I have the remake, which is fantastic. But I've already built it. So here it is. So I didn't video the build because I actually did it over several nights, just taking it carefully, because this is the first time, not the first time since I was a kid. I'll put a photo up now of a ship that myself and my son Luke built. Oh, good 10, 12, 15 years ago, and we just called it the ULS, the Ultimate Lego Ship. And we had great fun. And what you can't really appreciate in that photographic that we did, because we actually made a Windows wallpaper out of it, is the wings were sort of really forward swept, and they actually swept downwards as they swept forwards. Really sort of nice, intricate design work in there. Looks like a mess because it was just mismatched pieces of Lego. But this was the first kit I built from instructions since probably 16 would have been the last time I dabbled in that. you know, you sort of grow out of it after that. You never grow out of Lego. So I took my time, but what I did do is I photographed, because obviously they have numbered bags, and I photographed the end of each bag. So what I'll put up now is a montage of the build. And while that's running, I'll just, explain that obviously, did take my time building it over about 3 or 4 nights. The first couple of nights I just did one bag, the next night another bag, the next night another bag. But then as you see the build coming together, I just sort of rushed the last few bags and got the build complete. But what hopefully you'll see in these photos is there's some really, in fact it won't come across in the photos, but there was some really intricate building underneath what you see as the final product, with joins way beyond what I thought was in the original model myself, and beyond what we would have even thought to have done. So Lego, even though essentially it's remained the same, I think the engineering that we employ has evolved over time. And if you've ever watched Lego Masters, which is an Australian show, the things people build on that show are friggin' amazing. Great show if you ever get the chance to watch it. So anyway, here it is. The finished Galaxy Explorer. And we'll have a closer look as we go through today. Okay, so having a closer look at the model then. Really nice intricate build, and in the manual, which I don't want to spoil for you, but it actually goes through the history of the sort of space Lego, and also the colours that they've stuck to and where they've deviated slightly. But for the most part, these are the original colours, and I mention that now because when you look inside, these even look so much like the original spacemen as well. Really cool. Really cool. So you've got 4 space guys in the front there. Obviously you can move things around because it's Lego, you play with it. In the back here, got a little robot guy. I think he's stuck down. Okay, and all around you've got these little cubbies, which we're used to. Different things hidden inside each one. And this thing has so many party tricks, I think, but in the back, the really cool bit. Back opens up. This bit drops down. Moon buggy comes out. There we go. And you've also got an airlock door there. Closing that up. One of my favourite bits of this build personally is what I'm pretty sure we never got on any of the original models, is underneath. So let's have a look. I'm just going to angle you up as I do this. Let's take off. And underneath. There we go. Oh, what's gone wrong there? There we go. Retractable landing gear. There you go. All right, let's pull that out again. I've just pulled it off. Oh no. That's only going to ever happen on video, isn't it? There we go. What have I done? What have I done? Oh no! Oh no! Broken my Lego model on video. Is he going to cut it out? Of course it's not, because Lego, that's how it happens. There we go. Easy peasy. Right, so let's bring that out. Let's try and bring the others out without breaking them. Oh, don't drop this on camera, Chris. Seriously. That would be hilarious though. That would get the clicks, wouldn't it? There we go. Oh. There it is. Love it. What the original had though is It actually came with a landing pad and a bit of moonscape, and this one doesn't come with any extras like that. And it also came with like a moon base structure, like a little control center. We don't have any of that because the ship build is big enough in itself. What we do have, so my original Lego all got given to a jumble sale, and it was a mass family collection. All got given to a jumble sale. I was the youngest of 5. I'd grown out of it. Got given to a jumble sale. Obviously, I had my own kids many years later. We moved to Australia, and one of the first things I did was we looked in the Quokka, which is a local newspaper where people buy and sell stuff, and I just bought a tub of Lego. And we haven't been stupid enough to get rid of that. So let's have a look at what we've got in here and see if we can build ourselves a moon base for the Galaxy Explorer to sit on. Okay, let's have a quick look at what we've got inside here, actually. So this Lego belongs to my boys. This isn't mine. Even though they're now grown up as well, they're not going to get rid of it. But this is all original. Look at it. This is original space Lego. Fantastic. We've got some moonscapes. That's road Lego, obviously. That's normal Lego City. But we've got one piece of moonscape. We've got another piece of moonscape. We've got another piece of moonscape. That's Lego City. That's Lego City. That's moon base. Yeah, the landing pad. We have it. We have the landing pad. We have another landing pad. Lego City. Rejected. Oh, yeah, that's moon base. Lego City. And if you have a quick look in there, what you can see is a big mishmash of Lego City and Space Lego. You got some Space Lego bits here. They're probably Lego City wheels, but a lot of that was sort of used for both. Generally, that was used for Space Lego. We've got some Technic thrown in there as well. Satellite dishes. These were always predominantly Space Lego, but not uniquely. Can't remember what that's from. Now, what I'm looking for, I can't find. As I do some building, I'll see if I can find. Don't you love that sound? You remember doing that, right? Just rummaging through a box of Lego. How good is that? It's so cool. But what I'm looking for, hopefully I can find one. And if I can, I'll show you at the end. But if we've got any original spacemen in here. Because I know there were some. Alright, let's build a moon base. clear to land. I don't know. Let's check. Yeah, looks good to me. Fantastic. This is what it would sound like if there was an Australian Space Force landing on the moon. Oh yeah, I reckon you're right. She'll be right, mate. Oh, bit sketchy there. Do a burnout. Right, hang on, we're the wrong way around. Right, the rest of you guys, you get out. I've got something to do here. All right, let's get out. Blip, 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 blip. Now, stand here and don't get confused with the originals because they're old school. You can easily tell them because their legs are falling off and some of them have only got one arm. Blip, 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 blip. There we go. Right, hang on, I just got to do something. Right, let's get the car out. Let's get the quad bike out. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Right, I'm off, lads. Pub's going to be shut soon. Look out. Oh, there's always a quad bike accident. Look out. Right, there we go. I'm coming up there. No, you're not. Ah, no. All right, I'm just going to do some donuts. Right, let's get all this packed up. And off we go. Okay, and I've just had a bit of fun behind camera as well, recreating little ships like this, you know, sort of a combination of what I remember a small kit being and how we used to modify it when we couldn't find the right bits in the box afterwards. So there we go, we've got another little spaceship there, and I made myself a little buggy. Just so much fun. And another thing we used to do, now I'm finding lots of these bits of these original Lego spacemen, but I'm just trying to carefully piece together complete ones. I've just noticed, do I actually have most of this one? I need another yellow. We'll give him a white one. Need to find another yellow helmet. But there's so many bits in this box. Just, yeah, didn't have time. But another thing that I used to do is if I wanted to have battles with enemies, I don't know if you can see that. It's a translucent red bit in there instead of his face. Because he's an android, he's a baddie android. See if anybody spots him. The giveaway is he hasn't got any oxygen tank. You see? That's how you spot him. So look, there you go. Obviously, some of this was sort of for the camera, but some of that was genuine me just getting back into playing with Lego. Scooping through that box and just looking for the bit that you're after in the right colour. Obviously, as always, compromises were made. But this is really cool. This is so much fun. Oh dear, never grow up. That's what I say. Yeah, never grow up. I better not mix these Lego men up. Oh look, I could go through this box and I could sort out how many original Lego men we've got. But they're all fairly loose. They're all very used, faded faces. I know these can go for crazy money on eBay. Why? It's a kid's toy. I'm certainly not going to go digging through and seeing how many we've got, because then somebody might be tempted to sell them, and I don't want my kids to ever think about doing that. Keep them, play with them. Let your kids play with them. Let your grandkids play with them. That's how it should be. Don't get rid of stuff. Keep it. Definitely keep it. And of course this is mine. That was so much fun. Thanks for watching. Quick, put the buggy away. Shh, the android's coming. He's going to launch the rocket. Oh, hang on. Shh. I never used to have an Australian accent when I played as a kid. That's funny, that, isn't it? And I never used to have to wear these to build with Lego either and find the right pieces. Shut up talking, we got to get away. Oh, are you one of the new ones or the old one? You're one of the new, you're what? Yep, you're a new one. Quick, get in the back. The ramp's not down. Shh. Closed. He can actually fit in there with his sitting on there. Or can he? Does he get his head chopped off? No, he fits. Right, he's in the back. Okay, quick. Everybody else, get around the front. Yep, your new ones. Right. Get in. Get in before everybody comes. Oh no. What about the old guys? There's only one android, that's this one. Well, I've got my own ship, so I'm alright, I'm out of here. Alright, so that leaves me. Hang on, am I a new one or an old? I'm an old one. Yep, I'm an old one. Oh, there's a spare seat in the front. Fantastic. Oi, let me in. Right, I'm out of here. I'm going to forget that you're in there in about a month's time, and then suddenly there's like a $200 Lego figure in the front. Right, let's go.